Criminal defense attorney and legal strategist Eboni K. Williams joins us now. Eboni, thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Thank you for having me, Nicole.
No, anytime. Okay, so let's start with the latest developments here. NFL media has obtained documents from CBS 4 Miami, and Carlos Ortiz admitted that Ernest Wallace shot Odin Lloyd. So it's kind of like a he said, he said. Is this even going to hold up in court?
It's an excellent point, Nicole. It's something that we legally call double hearsay, right? So there's a third-party statement being relayed by yet someone who wasn't also there, wasn't present. So whether it's admissible at trial, we'll have to see what the judge says, but certainly, provoking in how they're going to further investigate this matter.
Eboni, how does the release of the search warrant affect the case?
It has a huge effect on the potential jury pool, right? So as the defense lawyers are going to be moving forward, one thing they're going to be thinking about is, potential trial and what that jury selection process is going to be like. And ideally, you want jurors who have limited knowledge about the case going into that box. And certainly having the affidavits and that information being released beforehand, not a good thing for the defense side.
Limited knowledge is going to be much more difficult to accomplish now that the details of the search warrants and the evidence has been made public. How would that affect the defense strategy?
It's something that they're going to have to anticipate, right? What jurors are going to go into this case feeling, how much they're going to have a preconceived notion about the guilt of Aaron Hernandez moving forward. But it's not something they can't overcome. Certainly, we've seen high-profile cases before where there's lots of media coverage. And eventually, this information would have been released to the public. Maybe not so soon, but eventually it would have come out and been public knowledge. So that's going to be for the defense attorneys to kind of combat that.
Okay, so what does the defense do next?
Well, one of the most important things they're going to do is try to attack the credibility of Carlos Ortiz. That's something that they can do depending on the extent of any criminal record he might have, character witnesses. Again, going to the credibility of his testimony, something to say, this man can't be trusted, and this is why jurors should not believe what he is saying.
Okay, so all of this information has been put out there from the arraignment. Now you get the details of what the police found. What would be your strategy? What should Hernandez's defense team be doing right now?
Well, again, I'd say the first thing I want to do, Carlos Ortiz, he's clearly a key prosecutorial, a cooperative witness at this point. Certainly someone that they're going to probably trot out at trial as their star witness. So to the extent you can attack his credibility early on and get jurors to see him as a liar, someone capable of untruths, that's going to be positive. And again, I'm going to, as a defense lawyer, be excited about the fact that they haven't found a gun yet. Be excited about the fact that there's still some ballistic disconnects and motive. Now, to be clear, you don't have to prove motive to get a conviction, but jurors like a motive. They want to know why, And right now, there's not a lot of why as to Hernandez's motive to killing this man.
If you were a well-paid defense attorney on a high-profile case, wouldn't you have, at this point, an army of investigators digging up dirt on Carlos Ortiz?
Exactly. That's exactly the point. You want to dig up as much information on this man's past, again, any criminal, history that he might have of, co-workers or, just anybody that can testify to his lack of credibility, his lack of truthfulness. That's something that's going to be key moving forward.
Okay, so Hernandez has a probable cause hearing. That's July 24th. Just tell us what goes on in that. What can we expect?
Probable cause hearing, that's again where the state has an opportunity to show more likely than not that they've got enough evidence to garner a conviction. Now, the one step for Hernandez on July 24th probably won't happen. What we're probably going to see in the next couple of weeks is that the grand jury is going to convene. That's a secret proceeding. They're going to return an indictment. Again, the standard of proof to get a grand jury indictment is not the same as a trial conviction. It's not beyond reasonable doubt. All they've got to show is more probability than not that there's some evidence of guilt here in this case. And I believe they'll be successful in that. And therefore, Nicole, we won't even get to the probable cause hearing.
All right. Eboni Williams, thank you so much for joining us this morning and for all of that information. We appreciate it.
Thank you.